Alright, day 2, so far so good, and today we are going to talk about this 3-2 TD card, Chitoge Kirasaki, and this is the super rare version, and its effect is, when this card is placed on stage from hand, draw 2, and then you choose a card in your hand and you put it in your waiting room. So draw 2, ditch 1, and when you play a climax, you could pay 1. This card gets 4k5 power until the end of the turn. So it's just like a really big beater, and the reason I chose this card to be our day 2 is that this is actually the first trial deck card that I ever bought, and the first trial deck that I ever bought, and it was my actual real introduction to playing the game, as opposed to yesterday's episode, which if you haven't watched you should, which was more of an introduction that the game existed. This was like me actually trying to play the game. So my buddy actually bought a bunch of Kantai collection cards, but the cards that he bought were actually these clear type cards that has the character name, then it has a picture of the character and like a small little quote and stuff. It's that's what the back looked like. So my friend bought like a whole box of these, and he opened them, and I had this Japanese supermarket that's near us also had a couple of these. So me and him, we were just buying ungodly amount of these cards right here. And my buddy, he bought what he thought was a box of these. Unfortunately, he bought a box of Kantai Collection, the booster packs of Weiss Schwarz. So when he got the box, he opened it up and he was like, this isn't what I wanted, but I guess I'll just keep him because there, has a couple characters that he did like. And he was like, oh, so he told me I bought this. It wasn't what I thought it was. I saw that they had a Nisekoi one, which you really do like Nisekoi. So like maybe we should buy a trial deck. Or maybe you should buy a trial deck and we should just play. And I was like, hey, that's a good idea. So I bought a trial deck of the Nisekoi cards, and this came with it, and that's why it's the day 2. Also, I didn't know at the time, but in the trial deck there was actually a triple rare, which is this one right here. As you can see, like in the bottom, if you just zoom in, yeah, it says triple rare right there. And actually, because I was super into Nisekoi, as you could tell by my mat, this was actually the first play mat that I bought. So shout out to, oh my god, I can't remember the place. Whatever, this local card shop that I used to go to. They had this mat, and I was like, hey, you know what? We play Weiss now. We playing Weiss. We buying waifus. We opening cards. We spending our money. That I need a playmat. So I actually bought this playmat as well. So yeah, this is gonna be our day 2. And my real introduction to the game.